Hey guys, it's Esteban again with Incognitistic. Today I want to talk about how to report an emergency, especially when you have problems focusing, speaking, or letting people know where you are. I know that when engaged in an emergency situation and you are the victim or a witness and you need to call 911, it can be very overstimulating and nerve-wracking. And that's just for neurotypical people. For neurodivergent people, it could be that on steroids. So the first thing that I would like you to think about is the most important thing is to let people know where you are. So rule number one, you want to let people know where you are. If that's the only thing that can come out of your mouth, that should be it. And another tip that I would like to give, based on my experience and how dispatchers operate, is to, if you can, let them know that you're neurodivergent. Immediately let them know after you let them know where you are. Let them know that you're neurodivergent. Hi, I'm at ABC Street where it crosses 123 Street, and I'm neurodivergent, I'm autistic, I have ADHD, and I'm having a hard time being able to tell you what's going on. Luckily, for a lot of us, the population of dispatchers are better trained in how to speak with neurodivergent people than the boots on the ground are. And so most likely your dispatcher is going to understand, at least somewhat, your disability. So aside from letting them know where you are and your neurodivergence, it's a good idea to be able to let them know about what's going on. And that's really like one of the hard parts, because our minds become so overstimulated that all this information starts racing everywhere. And we want to formulate the sentence and be able to be descriptive, but want to translate that to what's descriptive and appropriate for neurotypical, allistic people, and it can be overwhelming. But it's very important to relay some information. So far, what you could do is, if anything, just sum it up in a couple words. I'm being attacked. I'm hurt. I'm bleeding. He's bleeding. She's bleeding. She's hurt. She got robbed. I was burglarized. Just into something very simple. And that will determine what service the dispatch will send, whether it's law enforcement, medical, psychiatric. You determine that based on what you tell them. Now, if you're not able to get anything across, you can always just leave the line open. And that is my next suggestion. If you can't say anything, if you're hurt or you're overwhelmed and there's a situation, a dynamic situation going on in front of you, whether you're involved in it as a victim or witness, and you can't say anything, just leave the line open. The operator, the dispatcher, will listen to whatever ambient sound comes across the receiver, and they'll most likely send law enforcement and medical, even if you say nothing. And a lot of the phones nowadays, cell phones specifically, have a triangulation method where dispatchers, most of them now, are able to triangulate your position. And if you have that service where you can have your GPS coordinates sent to 911, that's even more accurate. But that's what I wanted to share with you. One last thing is that for those of you who don't verbalize, 911, most of them now anyhow, have a text-based reporting service where you can text 911 and report your emergency that way. It makes it a lot easier, especially for those of us who can't verbalize or don't verbalize. So keep all those tips in mind, and obviously the more calm you can be, the better, but nobody's going to expect you to be calm during an emergency. Thanks for watching. Take care.